morning, it's day 3 of the readathon and I'm just doing the washing up and clearing up before I can get busy with reading. It's 7:15 in the morning. I am exhausted and I don't know what I'm going to read next, so I'm going to do the washing up and then I'm going to let you know, well, I'm going to take you with me and then we can go and choose another book, because I'm feeling like I need to pick a physical book so that I keep my options kind of varied, because I've got The Memory Thief to finish off this morning as an ebook, but I've only got about 15 minutes left of that. And then I've got City of Ghosts, which I should be finishing on the way to work. I don't have a physical book, so I need to choose one, so I'll take you along with me for that. We're just heading upstairs to the library room, which is still a bit of a mess because I haven't sorted everything out with it yet. I'm not really sure where the armchair's going to go, so it's kind of like an office at the moment. And this is Quill's side of the room at the moment, until we get the gaming PC set up, then it'll be our side of the room. Sorry, I should probably show my face. Over here is where there's going to be a nice armchair for me to read, or that might go here when I eventually buy it. And then my bookshelves. Here is the list of books, or the group of books that I showed you. So we've got The Flower Girls, which is one that I am leaning towards reading because it's for book club. And then the other two that I think I might consider this morning are Ashes, which is about zombies, and The Favourite Sister. So I'm thinking about maybe reading the first chapter of each and then seeing how that goes. The Flower Girls is a lot shorter than the other two, so I'm leaning towards that one, I think. Although I also need to read The Favourite Sister before I have to take it back to the library, so I might as well read that now. I'm not really sure, so I'm going to go ahead and read the first chapter and then I'll let you know which one I decide on. Okay, so that was an eventful half an hour. I've read the first chapter of all of these books, and then my memory card, my big memory card, I'm currently using a smaller one, decided to die on me. It's currently not recording, well, it keeps telling me that it's run out of minutes available to record, so it's run out of space, except it hasn't, because I cleared it last night and there should still be a good 200 minutes left to record. So I'm a bit annoyed about that, because I'm probably going to have to get another memory card, but for now this one will do fine because there's still a few hours worth of space that I can use. I'm using a smaller one. I'm a bit annoyed, but it's fine. I've read the first chapters of all of these books. I'm trying to decide between two. The Flower Girls opened up with these two sisters when they were younger in 1997. They went to a playground and they found a toddler there, and I'm not sure if they killed the toddler, but they definitely led her away into a dell. A dell in the UK is a singer, but it's also a like big kind of hole in the ground. I don't really know how to explain it. It's sort of like, do you have them in other countries? I don't know what you call them. It's basically a dip in the ground, and you go down there are trees and bushes and stuff. So I don't know if these young girls have killed a toddler or not, so I'm intrigued by this one. The Favourite Sister opened up with a sister, I think her name was Kelly, talking on a reality TV show about how her sister is dead, and then it was about to flash back to when her sister was alive, but I didn't read that far because I only read the first chapter. And then Ashes is about zombies. It's in the first chapter, the main character, it's revealed that she has a brain tumour and she's only 17. She has been diagnosed with a brain tumour and has been having treatment, but she decides to go off to a Michigan hiking trail. She wants to stop all treatment because it's making her miserable, and she just wants to kind of experience life. Right at the end of the chapter, someone makes a joke about zombies, and then it's revealed that the main character never speaks to her auntie again, who she was talking to on the phone. I'm very, very intrigued by this one. I think this one was the most gripping. However, it's about someone with a brain tumour, and that is putting me off a bit because that's one of my triggers. I don't know, I might have to sit on it for a bit, and also the fact that it's the first in a series, and I don't really want to get involved in a series in this readathon because I might end up just wanting to read the second book, which I don't have. And then also that means that I'd have to recap it for Recaptains, because I don't think we've got a recap of this one yet, and that's a lot of work to do. And then also the font is tiny, I don't know if you can see. This one is definitely the most intriguing, followed by The Flower Girls, because I've got no freaking idea what went on in that first chapter. I don't know if a little girl's dead or something, and it's shorter, so I'm leaning towards one of those two. The Favourite Sister was okay, but it's a bit chunky and I don't really want to commit to it today. I might get to it later on in the week though. It doesn't need to go back to the library for ages, so I've got time on that one. I've got 45 minutes until I need to get to work, so instead of reading I might start editing day 2's vlog, just so I've made a bit of progress so that I can read this evening, and then by that point I should hopefully have figured out which one of these I want to read. I honestly have no idea right now, so I'll get back to you once I've decided. I'm home from work and I've finished 2 books, so today is going fantastically. So first of all, I finished The Memory Thief, which I was reading for a blog tour, not necessarily for Spookathon, but I guess thief kind of counts as a spooky word, so I'm going to count it. I'm still collecting my thoughts on that, so I think I'm going to wait to write my blog post until I share my final thoughts, but I think it's probably going to be a 3-star book. And I also finished City of Ghosts via audio, and I really enjoyed that one. I don't normally read middle grade. This was my middle grade, of course it was my middle grade. It was my book for the prompt, something you wouldn't normally read. And yeah, I enjoyed it. It was cute and the main character was sassy, and the narrator of the audiobook was really good. She did different voices for all the characters, different accents, and she was just really energetic, which I think is really good for a middle grade book, because obviously you want to engage the children or young teens who are reading it, listening to it. She did a really good job. She engaged me, so I think younger people would also be quite engaged. Like I said, I love the setting, but it just wasn't the most complex book, which again is probably expected for middle grade books. I'm probably going to rate it 3.5 stars, just because personally I didn't love it and my ratings are for me. Tonight I have showered, I got back from work about an hour ago and I'm a little bit stressed, so I don't think I'm going to read just yet. I'm definitely going to eat dinner, and then Quill and I are going to play more of Gears of War 2 because I'm really getting into it. We've got the entire series to play through, so we've got a lot of gaming to do. And then I'm going to read The Flower Girls. I started it this morning, haven't read any more since then because I've been busy finishing off other books. I'm hoping to read, I don't know, maybe like 100 pages this evening. I'm hoping it's going to be a fast read. I just saw a mention of the Daily Mail. That's promising. It's a very, very short book. Like I said, I think it's 300 pages. I'm hoping to finish it tomorrow. I don't know if that's me being really ambitious, and I feel like the reason I'm being ambitious is because I have read so much already and it's only Wednesday. So I'm gonna go eat dinner, play Gears of War, and then I'll get back to you once I've actually started this book properly. Good morning, it's day 4 of the Spookathon, and I didn't really do any reading last night because I was so exhausted after work. So I think I'm just going to combine days 2 and 4. You'll know as soon as, like, you know, well, you'll have known already because you've been watching day 3 if that's what I've done. This morning, read a little bit of The Flower Girls. Sorry, this is the only angle I could put my camera up at without straining my arm. After my fitness class on Tuesday, my biceps are hurting. We did a ton of push-ups and like my collarbone is in pain, so I've had to put my camera down. I've read a bit of The Flower Girls this morning. I've read 25 pages so far, and it does seem as though the main character did something really bad and has a new identity, and I think the main character Hazel is actually 6-year-old Rosie from the back. This is just what I'm guessing so far, and I think they might have killed they did kill the child in the prologue that I was talking about. I'm just uploading my Spookathon day 2 video because I'm doing it 2 days, well, a day and a half late for my viewers in the US. So while that uploads, I'm going to read a bit more of the book, and I hope it picks up because the first 25 pages haven't been all that engaging. I think it's more the writing style than anything else, but maybe it'll pick up and I will end up loving it. As for my audiobook, I've run out of fiction because I normally buy non-fiction audiobooks. Fiction is a very rare thing for me to pick up via audio because I struggle to follow it while I'm driving. I'm going to pick up Do No Harm, which is non-fiction about a brain surgeon, and I started it last week I think, but then I interrupted it to listen to City of Ghosts. So I'm going to go back to that, and I guess harm counts as a spooky word in the title. I'm definitely not going to finish that this week, but I thought I would tell you what I'm reading or listening to in the car, because now it seems like I've gone from reading 3 books at once to only 1, but I haven't. I've gone from 3 to 2, and then I'll probably pick up another ebook later on this evening. So my only plans for today are to go to work, and then I have Pilates at lunchtime, which is something I actually really enjoy doing because it's just really nice to get my exercise in at lunch rather than at the end of the day, and I struggle to get up in the mornings, so I very, very rarely go to the gym in the mornings now. When I come home, we're probably going to play more Gears of War because I'm really into that at the moment. We played more last night and it was a lot of fun. Watched The Good Place as well, the latest episode, and I'm really sad that this show is ending because it's such a good one. And then I guess I'm just going to be doing more reading. There's not really much going on this week until Saturday when I'm going to Galangsfest and also a housewarming party. So I'm probably not going to vlog the housewarming, but I'm going to vlog a little bit from Galangsfest and cobble together some sort of vlog for day 6. I'll speak to you all later on. Hey everyone, I'm back from work and I've done a tiny bit more reading. I obviously, because I did Pilates at lunchtime, I didn't get any reading done at work, but I've just done some more reading now, and I'm 75 pages in to The Flower Girls. I'm enjoying it because I'm curious, but it seems to be poorly edited, and I'm not sure if it's meant to be the main character's thought process, that is all jumbled. But we've got some interesting choices here, like S's missing from the end of words, which I don't think is to do with the main character. And then she's also repeating herself, but sentences are being repeated in slightly different ways, as though the author changed her mind or the editor decided to phrase things differently. And I don't know if that is to do with the main character's thought process, or if it's just poor editing, they forgot to delete the second sentence or the first sentence. I'm also a bit conflicted about how I feel regarding the subject matter, because it's quite clearly based on a famous case of child killing here in the UK. And I'm going to wait until I've read the whole book to judge, because it might handle it really respectfully. But at the moment, I don't want to say it's a cash grab, that would be rude, and I don't know if the author is going to do something differently. But at the moment, that's kind of what it feels like. And it also referenced that same case, so I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this yet. So I'm going to read a little bit more this evening. I'm quite tired, you can probably tell by the bags under my eyes. I also need to edit yesterday's and today's vlog. They're going to be combined. I think I'm going to carry on reading The Flower Girls this evening, and then I'm also going to pick an ebook to read, because I don't know, I quite like having the different formats, and because I forgot to mention that I've listened to more of Do No Harm, and it's quite interesting. I don't really have much to say about it. It's not really a spooky book. I've listened to another hour and a half of that. I think I'm going to pick another ebook, because I like having the different formats going on. I feel like it makes me read more. I don't know which ebook I'm going to choose for that, so I'm going to have a scroll through in a bit and I'll let you know. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Bye.